Are you winning? Do you need help in your life or business? Could you use some inspiration, business strategies, and success principles? I'm Daniel Gomez, award-winning business coach, keynote speaker, and best-selling author. On the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show, we will help you create a successful life and elevate your business. Together, we will discover the keys that unlock your success and dreams. Welcome back to another episode of the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show, where we motivate you, we inspire you, and yes, we educate you. I am just super excited, super pumped to be here with you today. I'll tell you what, today is a huge day in the history of our podcast, the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show. Back in 2020, in March, I would have never imagined that the show was going to be going on for almost 4 years already. It's been an amazing ride. And this episode right here, because of you, ladies and gentlemen, because of you, we have reached episode number 200. Yes, the big 200. Yes, episode 200 because of you. I'm grateful. Let me tell you, I'm so grateful for all of you tuning in week, month, year after year since 2020. And because of that, we're celebrating episode 200 today. And I wanted to make it just a special episode for y'all. And just because there wouldn't be no 200 without y'all. And I was like, how do I celebrate, right? How do I celebrate? Who do I get on the show? And I was like, let me just open my heart and just really say thank you to y'all. And there's no other way to celebrate it than with the audience, whether you watch us on YouTube or listen to us on Spotify, on iHeart, iTunes. It's just amazing just that we were able to reach this. So just know that this episode is dedicated to all of our listeners out there. You have made us one of the top podcasts worldwide, and thousands of downloads. And just thank you. Thank you to our sponsor this past year, Beyond Publishing. If you're looking for a ghostwriter, Beyond Publishing is just definitely the way to get your book written through a ghostwriter. So thank you, Michael D. Butler. And just thank you to everybody. You know, just it's a dream come true. I really, really mean that. And I said, so what do I talk about? What do I celebrate with y'all? And I think I want to open up with this today as I open my heart, because I'm gonna be really transparent with you on this episode, just celebrating. It's like me and you, with all the audience, or we're just having a conversation. Because to become one of the top episodes, one of the top podcasts globally is no easy feat. You know, the truth is this. The truth is most podcasts never reach episode number 10. And most podcasts that start, they fail, they stop. And for us to hit 200, it's a huge milestone. And because the truth is this, is that sometimes you don't feel like doing an episode. Sometimes you get tired. I'm human. And someone says, Daniel, how do you do all this? How do you keep going and going and going? And for me, my source is God. So first of all, I want you to write this down. This is the part of the episode where I tell you, get out your pen, get out your papers, because I'm going to drop some massive wisdom, some massive value that God wants me to pour into you today in this episode. And I really want you to assess your life right now. Assess who you are in this moment. I want you to understand that you're worthy and deserving of God's best. You're worthy and deserving of more in life. So many times we feel guilty because we want to go to another level in our lives. We want to go to another level in our business. And then that old thinking, that old way of that scarcity, that lack mindset says, well, man, Daniel, you're just being greedy. You're just being selfish. You already have enough. And maybe you have a bigger dream inside of you dying to come out, but you've put a lid on it because you're too concerned about what people around you are saying, and you're worried about the opinions of others, or maybe you just don't believe it for yourself. Maybe you truly believe that you don't deserve more, that you're not worthy of more. I want you to write down this golden nugget. You don't get what you want in life. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you believe. Yes, you don't get what you want in life. You get what you believe you deserve. You receive what you believe you're worthy of. Think about that statement. You don't get what you want. Many people have a dream and they say, I want this, I want that. And you've talked to several people that tell you that I want to do this, I want to do that, but they never truly take the action that's needed every day. They never take that first step to move towards that goal, that dream, that desire they have. And they don't do it because they don't believe they are worthy of receiving it. They don't believe that they deserve it. So write that down right now. Ask yourself this question. Do I truly believe I deserve it? Do I believe that I am worthy of more? Do I believe that I am worthy of God's best? And because many of us don't believe that we are worthy and deserving of more, we don't expect anything more out of our lives. Think about that. You don't expect anything more for yourself, for your family, for your business. I've talked about this many years now, and I love teaching about the law of expectation. And the law of expectations is this, ladies and gentlemen, what we expect, right? 85% of what we expect will happen. Yeah. The law of expectation says 85% of what you expect, you, the viewer, you, the listener right now, listening to this episode, watching it, 85% of what you expect will happen. Not might happen, will happen. And you're asking yourself, Daniel, what do you mean? Yeah, well, the truth is, we never receive anything good because we don't ever expect anything good for ourselves. Change your expectations starting today with this episode 200. Change your expectations. Think about what I'm talking about to you today because I want you to raise your expectations. It's okay to expect more. It's okay to expect God's best. One of the affirmations that I tell myself when I wake up in the morning is, Father, I'm expecting your best. I'm expecting God's best. I'm expecting God's favor. I'm expecting to win today. And many of us listening to this episode, we don't expect anything for ourselves. So nothing that we desire comes our way because we don't expect it for us. If you believe that you deserved it, if you believe that you are worthy of more, you will start expecting these things that you truly, truly want to attain in life, these next goals that you want to do. Expect them for yourself. Because the truth is this, if the law of expectations is real, which it is, because it's like the law of gravity. The law of gravity says this. I have a pen in my hand right now, in case you're listening on iTunes and Spotify. I have a pen in my hand. I let go of this pen. The pen falls to the ground. Why? Because of the law of gravity. I got this pink highlighter now as you're watching this on iTunes, on YouTube. I let go of the marker. It falls to the ground. Why? Because of the law of gravity. So the law of gravity doesn't discriminate whether it's a pen or whether it's a marker. They both are pulled down because of the law of gravity, because it's a law of the universe. And the same way the law of gravity it's a law that we all live by on this planet Earth that we live in, so is the law of expectations. So why not shift your thinking, change your way you think, and start expecting more for yourself. Start expecting to win in life. Start expecting God's best. You know, I had a heart to heart conversation with one of my dear friends, and it just broke my heart because sometimes you don't really realize what's going on deep inside of a person. And we believe that we do. We have this idea that, oh yeah, I know Mary, I know John, I know whoever it may be. And we think we know them because we've known them for a couple of years, so many years. But the truth is this, is that you'd be surprised what's going on deep inside of a person's heart, soul, and mind. And this individual who really I love says, man, I'm just tired of losing. I want to win in life. And it just broke my heart because I never really saw it like that for this individual. And I said, man, you know what? You're not a loser. You're a winner. And many of you listening to this episode right now, I want you to understand this. You're a winner. You are a winner. God does not create losers. God creates winners. I want you to look in the mirror right now and tell yourself, I am a winner. I am a champion. I am somebody. That's who you are. You are a winner. It's time you start looking in the mirror every single morning. Get out your phone right now and take a selfie or turn on your video camera and look at yourself and say, record this little 10-minute clip, this little 10-second clip, this little 30-second clip, and tell yourself, I am a winner. I am a champion. I am somebody. I make a difference. Record that right now on your phone. And those moments that you feel that old thinking wants to come in, when those thoughts of doubt, when those thoughts of the old person you used to be want to come in and say, you're worthless, you ain't worthy, you ain't deserving, you're a loser. No, you're gonna get this video out, and you're gonna play this video back to yourself over and over and over again. So I'm serious right now. Get out your phones and turn on that camera right now for a second. Turn on that camera. Get your phone out. Come on, get your phone out. Right now, yes, you, Daniel, are you being serious? Yes, I'm being totally serious right now, because I want this episode 200 to change your life. I want this episode 200 to change who you are at the core. Because if you don't change who you think you are, if you don't change the way you see yourself, the world is never going to see you how God sees you. If you don't change the way you see yourself, people in the world are going to see you the way you see yourself. And you need to start seeing yourself as a winner. You need to start seeing yourself as a champion. You need to start seeing yourself as more than a conqueror, because you're not a mistake. You're made in the image and likeness of God. So get out your phone, press the camera right here, press the record button, and tell yourself, I am a winner. I am a champion. I am somebody. I love myself. I believe in myself. I am making a difference in this world. Yes, that's who you are. You're a winner. And those days that you feel like giving up, those days that you don't want to believe, those days when the greatest salesman in the world wakes up, doubt, and doubt tries to sell you of the fact that it cannot be accomplished, that it cannot be done. You're going to get your phone out. You're going to play that video that you just recorded, and you're going to say, nope, doubt, you're a liar. Devil, you're a liar. Doubt, you're a liar. And you're going to play that to yourself over and over and over again. And you're going to use this as your inspiration. You're going to use this as your motivation, because there is something amazing inside of you dying to come out that has been there since the day you were born. It's the gift that God has given you. Let me say that again. It's the gift that God has given you to live on this planet. And it's time you realize that you are worthy and deserving of more. You are worthy and deserving of God's best. And when you truly believe that, the expectations inside your heart, the expectations in your brain start to change, and you start to really believe, I am expecting God's best. When I was running a Chevrolet dealership, I still wear my Chevrolet ring, my General Motors ring, because it's a great conversation piece. And when I reached the level that I was running a dealership, having 100 employees, making all this wealth that I thought I was making at the time, having success, which was, it was a level of success attained, but I thought I had reached it. I thought I had reached the pinnacle of who Daniel Gomez Inspires was. And when my wife was diagnosed with breast cancer and everything just changed around us, and our lives changed dramatically, I never imagined that we would be in the situation that we are right now, being able to help hundreds of thousands of people around the world. We just had our Sticker Shock Speaking Academy. It was our 8th or 9th one that we just had here in the month of March. It was phenomenal, the beginning of the March, and it was just incredible how we had speakers come in from California, from Baltimore, from Florida, from Texas. I mean, there was people that flew in from all over the states. And we had even one that came in from Canada. But if you would have asked me, Daniel, you're going to be impacting thousands of people around the world. You're going to be having your own speaking academy, Sticker Shock, International Speaking Academy. the world's premier speaking academy, where we really take speakers from being unpaid to paid and really help them to share their stories in on stage. It's so powerful. And then you see behind me the makings of a millionaire mind boot camp, that we have our own boot camp that we're having our next one May 24th and 25th. And then we're having our own book publishing company. It's like so many things have happened because I was willing to expect more. I was willing to expect God's best. And the truth is this, I didn't know how to do it. I had to trust the fact that God knew how to do it. And you watching right now, you listening to this, God's given you that idea. God's given you that thought in your brain. It's an idea, and you're failing to act on it because A, you don't believe it for yourself. You don't expect it to come to pass. And because of that, you're never taking that first step. Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you got to take that first step scared. You have to take that first step scared, not knowing what the outcome might be. But if you never take that first step, you're never going to know what could be. Write that down right now. Am I missing out on what could be? It could be a phenomenal 2024 for you, but you're failing to take the first step because you're too scared to even take the babyest of steps. Sometimes that's all it takes, is the smallest of baby steps. Are you failing to take the smallest of baby steps just to get you going in the right direction? Are you? You know, some of us listening to this episode right now, we have a beautiful car in the driveway. We have a beautiful car parked in our garage. And the truth is, it's just parked. Is that your life? Is that your business? It's just parked. You don't even turn it on and ignite the potential in that vehicle. You don't turn it on and warm up the engine. You don't even put it in drive, and you're wondering, why is my life stagnant? Why is my business stagnant? Why has my business plateaued? Because you're in park. You're stuck in park because you failed to put your life in drive, in overdrive. The same way that vehicle is parked outside and you fail to drive it, or whatever reason, it's just parked out there and it's a beautiful car. Or maybe you have a classic hot rod in your garage, but you never turn it on, you never drive it because you believe the illusion that you're going to live forever, and you're not. Let me tell you something. You're going to die. You're going to die. I'm going to die. So what the heck are you waiting for? Get started today. That's one thing that's guaranteed the day we're born, is that we're going to pass and we're going to leave this planet one day. We're going to leave this planet Earth. So what are you waiting for? We have the illusion that we believe we're going to live forever. We think we have a contract that this life is eternal here on planet Earth, and it's not. Yes, we live eternally in heaven with God, but on this planet, our time is limited. So why are you not acting? Why are you not turning on the engine to your car? Why are you not turning on the engine to your life? Why are you not putting your vehicle in overdrive and just press the gas? Some of you just got to press the gas in your life. You have to press the gas in your business, and you got to give God something to bless. I remember when I was in the automotive industry, I would always say this back in the day, is God blesses a moving target. And it's true. You're like, what do you mean, Daniel? Yeah, because God blesses a moving target. You have to give God something to bless. Some of you are just waiting here for God to come and do everything for you, and that's not the way it works. You have to meet God. God will meet you where you're at when you're walking forward. But if you don't activate the faith, right? The word of God says this is faith coming by hearing and doing, right? You have to act. You have to activate that faith. You have to go out there and implement something. Take that first action step. And some of you are not even taking half a step or no steps at all. God blesses a moving target. I want to challenge you today I want to challenge you today to give God something to bless. Give God something to bless, ladies and gentlemen, because God truly blesses a moving target. Like I mentioned a minute ago, the boot camp here, I didn't know what I was doing when I started it. Our book publishing division, I didn't know what I was doing when we started that. And I still don't have it all figured out. But I trust that every step I take forward, that God's going to make it happen. That God's going to give me the people that I need. God's going to give me the opportunities that I need. That's the way it works. But you have to be willing to bet on yourself. You have to be willing to bet on yourself on a consistent basis. And many of us, we don't. I'm here pouring out my heart to you because I want you to understand that there's more to life than what we can comprehend or see. And many of us, we're looking through life. We're looking through life through these glasses of illusion. We see it through these glasses of illusion. What illusion are you believing as truth that's a lie? I got your attention now, right? They're a little bit silly, but hey, if I can get my message across and it takes a prop, I'm going to wear a prop. People are saying, "What the heck he's talking about?" Well, if you're listening to this on iTunes or out there around the world on Spotify and iHeart, but watch the YouTube video. But you have an illusion that you've been believing, a lie that you've been believing is truth, because you're looking at through your own false lenses of illusion, the sunglasses of illusions that you're looking at through. And once you take off those illusions, once you remove the lies to see truly what is capable in your life, what your abilities can be, all that is inside of you. When you remove the sunglasses of those lies, of those illusions, and you start to see truth of what can be in your life, man, you get excited. Is it going to be easy? No, it's not going to be easy. Nothing in this life is ever easy. Believe me, last week, I'm in all transparency, in all honesty, it was a character building week. It was a character building week. And I call them character building weeks because that's the way I see it from a positive standpoint. Instead of getting frustrated and being angry, no, it was an opportunity for my character to build because so many challenges came my way. And it's like, okay, God, help me help me, save me from this. But sometimes God's not going to save you from that frustration, that mess that you're in to say, or he's not going to save you from that situation that has you under pressure because he's building your character, he's maturing you. And just the way that a diamond is formed under heat, under pressure, under just the being compressed, how the coal changes into the diamond because it's just so hot in there and man, but then guess what? When you start peeling back the layers of the coal and then you see in the center there's this beautiful diamond that is dying to come out, you're like, wow, how did that form? That is your life, ladies and gentlemen. That is what is able there for you to become. It's time you stop playing small in 2024 and start getting a bigger vision for your life. Start getting a bigger vision of what is possible for you. We said again, it's time you start playing bigger in life. You start playing bigger in your business. Your 2024, get a bigger vision for your 2024. It's barely March. You barely got 3 months into, not even 3 months yet into this year. So don't give up on 2024 yet. No, this is the time to take action. This is the time to act. This is the time to believe for more. Because I'm going to say it again. You don't receive what you want in life. You don't get what you want in life. You get what you believe you deserve. You get what you believe you're worthy of. Embrace the pressure. Embrace the pressure. Embrace the pressure because it's forming you into that diamond. And the moment you start saying, God, what is the lesson that I'm supposed to learn from this? What is the lesson I'm supposed to learn from the situation, the scenario that I'm in right now? And you start asking the right questions and the right answers start coming to you. This year we opened up our office. It's been amazing. It's been a fun celebration when we started, and once we got everything going, like things got real in certain areas. Just employees, payments, overhead, office. It was a lot. But the only way I was going to grow into the person that I'm becoming is I had to get out of what I was used to, what I was doing. And we hear this all the time. Get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. And then once we get out of our comfort zone, we want to run back because we don't like the way it feels. It's not going to feel good, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you from experience. When you get out of your comfort zone, when you truly challenge yourself to start growing, to start expanding, to expand your capacity for more, to expand your thinking, it's going to hurt. There's going to be moments when you're like, man, what the heck am I doing? Did I make the right decision? Yes, you did. Stick with it. It's like our old friend Bob Proctor used to say, you hit that terror barrier, you have to push through that terror barrier because that terror barrier is terrorizing you to run back to what you're familiar with, to run back to your comfort zone. And that's where you do not want to end up because nothing happens in your comfort zones. And I think that statement is so jaded because we hear it from people after person. Yeah, get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone. And then when you truly start taking that step to get out of your comfort zone, it doesn't feel good. Let me give you a secret. Let me give you a spoiler alert. It's not supposed to feel good. It's not supposed to feel good. For all of my athletes out there, for all of my workout people listening to this, you and I both know that nothing happens in the gym unless you push yourself in those last 2 or 3 reps and it hurts. You feel the burn in your muscles. You feel the pain as you do one more set, one more rep. You feel it, don't you? Well, that's what's going on inside of ourselves, inside our character, inside our, as we mature. It hurts when you do those last 2 or 3 reps spiritually inside yourself. But I don't think anybody here who understands working out that I don't think you run back when you're used to working out with 50-pound dumbbells. You'd be like, that's pretty silly if you're going to go back to 10-pounders because there's no resistance to it. It doesn't do you anymore. It doesn't even maintain you. We shrink back. And I want to encourage you to stop shrinking back. I want to encourage you to go from those 50-pounders to those 75-pounders to those 100-pounders. Embrace the suck, ladies and gentlemen. Embrace the suck that's going to happen as you leave the comfort zone. And the more you start getting uncomfortable, the more you start challenging yourself, the more you start telling yourself that I can do this, I can grow, I can expand, I was born for more. It's going to hurt. But the easier it gets. And I tell you this from experience because I've lived it. I have personally lived it. Just this past weekend, me and my wife, we went and just had a great time, me and her hanging out. And the things that used to intimidate us, they don't any longer intimidate us. The things that used to frustrate us, they no longer frustrate us. And somebody here listening to this episode, God's trying to give you more. You're just not receiving it. You have to understand that you have to receive at these higher levels. You have to receive at these millionaire levels. You have to receive at these multi-millionaire levels. And we had a phenomenal day this past weekend, and we just really received all the love that people were pouring into us and just serving us and caring for us. And yes, Mr. Gomez, yes, Miss Gomez, what can we do for you? It was an amazing experience. And some of us, we feel uncomfortable when people try to accommodate us and love us and pour into us. And no, 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 it's okay. And or no, like we feel guilty when people want to just go above and beyond for us. And the truth is this, is that it's okay for people to pamper you. It's okay for people to pour into you. I'm not saying in a selfish manner, but when you bust your tail off day in, day out, when you're pouring into a community, when you're pouring into people, into God's kids, God's children, day in, day out, month in, month out, we reap what we sow. Let me say it again. We reap what we sow. How are we not going to be blessed with the day of just people pouring into us if we give so much throughout the year? But you have to receive it. And many of you, if you can see my hands, you're not receiving it because your hands are upside down or your hands are closed. You have them as a fist. And you're wondering why is it not coming together for me? Why is it not happening? Why is it not going my way? Why you're asking God? Why? Because you have to open your hands. And then some of us, we have to put our hands together to form a little cup and say, Father, thank you for the blessings of today. Thank you that I am receiving at higher levels. You have to receive it. It's okay. Let me say it again. You watching, it's okay. It's okay to receive the bigger in your life. You have no reason to feel guilty. You have no reason to be ashamed. And many of you, I hope this episode is speaking to your heart because many of you got to think bigger for yourselves. You have to think more of yourself. You have to raise your financial capacity. You have to raise your financial thermostat. You have to get comfortable just in doing bigger things. You have to get comfortable with bigger numbers. I want to encourage you, not because I want you just to come. I want to encourage you because I want to help you to change your life. I challenge you to come to our Millionaire Mind Bootcamp, May 24th and 25th. If you're stuck in life, if you're stuck, you need to reach out to me and my team, and we'll help you here in San Antonio, May 24th and 25th. So many people have left crying. So many people have been, their lives have been changed. Hundreds of people that have come live to our Millionaire Mind Bootcamp. It's going to be this May 24th and 25th in San Antonio, Texas. I encourage you, I invite you to come spend those 2 days with us. And I promise you that you're going to leave a different person because there's a spiritual element to life and to business that many don't understand. See, we have a spirit, we have a soul, we have a body, we have a mind, and everybody may have an understanding, a little bit of it, but it's deeper than you think. So when you come to our boot camp, it's life altering. Even our own, I was listening to one of the videos that our director of operations, Jacob Davis, did. He says, man, like he came to 3 of them. He goes, I didn't realize how much help I needed. And my thinking changed from the first boot camp to the second boot camp to the third boot camp. And he goes, man, I loved it so much that I joined the company. Many of you, you're not where you want to be because you're trying to do it by yourself. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but I'm going to say it to you. Stop trying to do it by yourself. We all need help on our road to success. We all need help on this journey. We do. It's even a biblical principle. It says, I can't think of the scripture exactly, but what it's saying is one person can do so much, but 2 people can do quadruple the amount. So put your pride aside, put your ego aside. Stop trying to figure it out by yourself. If it's not Daniel Gomez Inspires that you want to come hang out with and get guidance from and help from our events or our community, then get help from somebody. That's how passionate I am about what I'm talking about. Get help from somebody, ladies and gentlemen, because I myself, I have I have more than one coach. I have more than one mentor guiding me. And I'm grateful that God has brought these people into my help. But and let me tell you, I poked their thinking. I dig into their brain. I want to know, how do you think? What is it that goes on inside your mind? What do I need to change about mine? Because the truth is this, like I said earlier, I don't have it figured out. The same person that got me to where I'm at right now, this day, March 24th, right? March 2024. The same person that I am today, this person that I am is not going to get me to the future I want in 3 years. So I must continue to grow. I must continue to invest in myself. I must continue to put myself out there. I must continue to take risk. Are you taking risk? Are you putting yourself out there? Be honest with yourself. Be honest with you. One thing that I've learned that I want to share with you at this moment is there comes a point in your life. There comes a point in your life, ladies and gentlemen, that you must stop pointing fingers. Your life will change dramatically when you stop pointing fingers to him, stop pointing fingers to her, stop pointing fingers to them. It was them, it was this. There comes a time when you must take accountability and say, what did I do? And maybe it wasn't your fault. Maybe it's what could I have done differently? But if we keep pointing fingers to them this way, that way, if we keep pointing fingers, it's a bad habit to develop because you're never going to take accountability for yourself and you're never going to get to what you truly were born to achieve in this world because you're too busy pointing fingers at everybody else instead of asking yourself the powerful question, what what can I do to make the situation better? Where do I need to take more accountability? What's the lesson behind this? Stop pointing fingers, ladies and gentlemen, and take ownership of your life. Take ownership of your business. Take ownership. And maybe it's like, yeah, Daniel, but you don't understand my employees, this and that. My employee did this. Well, who hired the employee? Let me ask you, who hired a goddamn employee? You did. So take responsibility of it. Well, my supervisor, my manager. Well, who hired the manager? Who promoted that supervisor to the position they're in your business? You did. I guarantee you there's a freedom that comes with taking ownership of your mistakes. Today, I was on my face. Lord, forgive me for the mistakes that I did today. Forgive me. That's not who Daniel Gomez is anymore. Am I saying we're going to have a perfect life? Heck no, we're not going to be perfect. Heck no. But that's the beautiful thing about having God in your corner. That's a beautiful thing about having God as the CEO of Daniel Gomez Enterprises. When we make God the CEO, then it came family, then it came business. And now when I make mistakes, now when I fall, because I fall throughout the week, I fall throughout the month, many, many times, but I get back up and I know, okay, God, forgive me. Help me to continue to grow, to evolve into the man, into the leader, into the business owner that I need to become. And some of you're stuck in the guilt from the past. You're stuck in that BS from the past for the mistakes that you made, for the failures that you made, for the you're holding yourself in condemnation for crap you did 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, 20 years ago. Some of you are stuck stuff you had 30 years ago. Let that BS go and allow the grace of God to move in your life. This is God's season of grace. This is God's season of favor over your life. If you take anything away from this episode 200 that is life changing, if you take anything away from this episode, I want you to stop putting yourself in condemnation. Stop beating yourself up. Stop being hard on yourself because it's not getting you, your family, your children, your business anywhere you need to be. It's not taking you anywhere you need to go. It's not. The fact that you're beating yourself up, the fact that you're keeping yourself stuck, it's not serving anybody, and especially you. So stop beating yourself up and release that 80-pound bag of potatoes of unforgiveness and all those mistakes that you made back there, all the regrets that you have. Release that BS, release that junk, and just drop it there and leave it at the feet of Jesus and ask him to help you. Say, Lord, I don't know, but you know. Simple as that. Lord, I don't know, but you know. Come into my heart even more and help me because I need you. And the moment you humble yourself, the moment you get your ego out of your way, the moment you get your pride out of your way, things will change. There's a scripture in the Bible that says, before the fall, somebody needs to write this down. Before the fall, right? Pride comes before the fall. Pride comes before the fall. It's your pride that's going to make you fall. It's your pride that's going to bring you down. It's your pride that's causing your business to fail right now because you're refusing to ask for help. And you need to understand that if you don't get rid of your pride, nothing's going to change, and it's going to cost you a lot more in the long run. Think about that. Don't allow your own ego, don't allow your own pride to be what takes you down in life, what takes you down in business, because that just would be a tragic mistake. I love you enough to tell you the problems that I've gone through, the struggles that I've gone through. I'm being totally genuine, totally real. And it hurts a lot of times. But I want to encourage you as we come into the end of this episode 200 that your future is brighter than what you realize. I declare and I decree your latter days will be better than your former days. There's a bright future in front of you. It's beautiful. It's waiting for you. But you have to believe it for yourself. I hope this episode inspired you, ladies and gentlemen. I hope this episode encouraged you in ways you never imagined. Go back and listen to this episode again. Study it. What are the nuggets you're taking away from this? Study this episode like you're going to teach it. And I want to recap this one thing. Remember, you don't get what you want in life. You get what you believe you deserve. You receive what you believe you're worthy of. And it's time you start believing for bigger. You start receiving that next level of your life. And you know how I always say, if you're stuck in life, if you're stuck in business, reach out to me. I want to help you. If you need help publishing a book, if you need help in your mindset, come to our Millionaire Mind Bootcamp. Reach out to us, 210-663-5954. I want to give you our free gift here. Those of you watching it on YouTube, our Millionaire Mind Affirmation PDF. It's a beautiful, we give these out at our Millionaire Mind Bootcamps. Text the word millionaire. That's text the word millionaire. No emoji, no capital letter at the end, no exclamation point, just the word millionaire to 210-942-5059. That's 210-942-5059. And thank you for just sharing this special moment with me here today. I'm so grateful to hit episode 200. I couldn't have done it without you. And just thank you. Thank you for the bottom of my heart to make this possible. It's a special episode for me. And I wanted to spend it with nobody else, no other guests, just me and my amazing audience. It's carried me these past 4 years because it wouldn't have been possible with you. I love you. I'm grateful for you. Share this episode with a friend. Somebody needs to listen to this. Subscribe to our podcast on iTunes, on Spotify. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Daniel Gomez Inspire Show. And let's go out there. I need your help to impact hundreds of thousands around the world. I cannot do it by myself. I'm asking you, if this episode touched you, share it with a friend. Share it on social media. Let the world know that, hey, there is a better way. And until next week, we'll see you here with another amazing guest on the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show. Thank you for spending this time with me. I love you. Have an amazing day and be blessed. And remember, this is Daniel Gomez Inspire saying, if no one's ever told you they believe in you, I'm telling you right now, I believe in you. And if you need extra encouragement, go out to Amazon right now and get a copy of our book, The Makings of a Millionaire Mind. It's on Audible now. Get your Audible copy or get your hard copy here on Amazon, because I know it's going to bless you because it's helped many around the world. We'll see you next week here on the Daniel Gomez Inspire Show. Love you, everybody. This is Daniel Gomez Inspires, and thank you for listening to our show today. Please share this episode with a friend, leave us a review, and subscribe to our show. And for listening to our show today, I want to give you a free gift. I want to invite you to our Millionaire Mind community. Text the word millionaire, that's millionaire, to 210-942-5059. Yes, join our community today and receive millionaire affirmations, inspirational quotes on a weekly basis. That's 210-942-5059. Text the word millionaire today and join our community. And once again, thank you for listening to our show.